Is anybody else enjoying their carbonated beverages as much as I am? I brought it up with me. I want to tell you something about what my act is going to be like.
Don't come out of the car.
I don't expect... This isn't like one of those normal comedy routines where I expect you to laugh at me or even pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm just happy because I have a microphone. I think the problem with comedy is that people come up here and worry too much about being funny that they don't take time to appreciate and respect what it's like to talk into a microphone. I can talk into it and you can hear me all the way in the back of the room even though I'm speaking at a relatively soft volume. Like this. Microphone. And I can come up here and say things like, people punch holes into walls and they use that spackle stuff to cover it up so people don't notice. It doesn't look like real wall. If it did, people would make entire walls out of that stuff. I say, buy a new wall, you cheap ass. I just tore this from my binder 20 seconds ago. Whoever invented the teddy bear did an amazing thing because he took one of nature's most ferocious animals and turned it into a cute, cuddly toy for children. And it kind of gives bears a whole new connotation, you know? I think they should try that with other frightening things, like murderers. Make them into dolls and they will be toys that children will love. You know how America has the American flag as a symbol? I think instead of the American flag, we should pick one person, and he should be the symbol. Just so that person will feel really awkward during the Pledge of Allegiance. When I was a kid, my favorite superhero show was Transformers, and it was really cool. Transformers was about giant robots who banded together to save the world against other giant robots. And when their problems got really hard and their enemies seemed invincible, they would transform into cars and other machinery that we find in our everyday lives. It was exciting. Sometimes when they were in car mode, they would let people ride in them, and it was a big honor because they were riding in a car. I like to talk about politics a lot. Well, but the problem with today's politics is I have no idea. Like, we have two candidates, Kerry and Bush, and I have no idea where they fall on anything. We need more people like Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin was a man who you knew where he fell on every single issue. He was pretty much the most hilarious person ever to come into power. Because he came into power, and people were like, oh, Mr. Stalin, what are you going to do now that you're in politics? Now that you're in power. I can talk. Now that you're in power. And Stalin said, I'm going to kill everyone. That was his plan. His plan was to kill every person who was alive. It's not that complex, and people didn't see it coming. They're like, wow, he's killing people, and he's still killing people. Where is this going? I like to take my time when I'm doing comedy. I like to just let the jokes flow. And other people, like Robin Williams, he just goes on, and he's going from punchline to punchline. He doesn't slow down. Every time I see him on a talk show or something, I'm like, slow down, Robin Williams, slow down. And Robin Williams says, fuck you, Brandon Gulya. And I'm not losing my mind, and I'm not making this up either. He looks at the TV and says, fuck you, Brandon Gulya. But it's alright, because I get the last laugh. I stare back at the screen and I say, beware, Robin Williams. But today you have made a very formidable enemy. So, have any of you ever been to Vancouver? Fuck. There goes the next 3 minutes of material. I like drinking out of straws. But drinking out of straws is like the only thing that you could never do when you're really angry. Like you could never be like, I fucking hate you, and get the